Merry meet, guys. It is Little Vegan Tea Witch. Sorry about the bad camera quality. I didn't want to use my phone because I don't have a lot of space on my phone, and I didn't feel like deleting videos and adding videos off and on from the computer because that whole process took me an entire day yesterday. Not to mention all the other stuff that I spoke about in the last video about making the flower crown and shopping, and you'll just have to watch that video. But I wanted to speak a little bit about what exactly my spirituality was and what exactly I do in my path. As of right now, I still identify as an eclectic, Celtic, empathic Wiccan. Okay. And I'm a gray witch, which means, but I'm more towards the light, the white, than the dark or black, you know. But I think that everything is incorporated together. There is light and dark in every being, but I try to... It's not exactly that darkness is bad. It's not always bad. To coin a phrase from the House of Nights book, Nights book series by Kristen and PC Cast, light does not always equate to good, as darkness does not always equate to evil. And I believe that, definitely. But when I say that I practice more white magic than black magic, I mean that I do more things that will put out positivity in the environment than would put out negativity. Honestly, I don't practice with negativity at all, but I would not be opposed to negativity, for instance, say, or cursing, for instance, if say if someone killed one of my family members or someone harmed one of my family members in some way, I would not be opposed to putting a curse on them. But with that being said, I will not harm anyone unless they do something drastic to me. Okay, and with that out of the way, I wanted to talk about how I view deities and what kind of view I have on, am I polytheistic, am I pantheistic, monotheistic, that kind of thing. I loosely identify as pantheistic, and the only way I know to explain this is I believe that there is one force, but many things make up that force. And there are many deities, but they are all the same. They are all one. For instance, if you look at a pentacle, it is one force, and it controls everything. But there are 5 components that make it up: earth, air, water, fire, and spirit. Sorry, brain fart. But they are still all that one power. So, for instance, my goddess, the Morrigan, makes up the divine power and makes up the power of the universe. Just as, for instance, I'm not sure if he's my god right now or not, but Odin has spoken to me off and on through meditations and stuff. He makes up the same power as the Morrigan, as other pantheons like Greek, maybe Aphrodite. She would make up the same power. And the Norse pantheon, you know, I'd already spoken about Odin, but they make up the same big energy. If I'm explaining that right. I'm not sure if I am. But yeah, that is basically what I think. And I am all about what you put out into the environment, you get back. With that being said, I don't always think that you get back what you put in this life, in this exact life. I'm a big believer in reincarnation. So, if you think that, I feel like if you think that you're putting a lot of positivity out into the environment and you're getting nothing back but negative, that could be a result of your past life. You know, you don't know what you've done in your past life unless you have meditated on it and actually found what you have done in your past life. For instance, you could have been a really terribly awful person in your past life, and no matter what you do in this life, you really screwed yourself in your last one. If you know what I'm talking about. That's why I think that it is always good to put as much positive energy into anything as you can, because you are going to get what you put out into the environment back one way or another, whether it's in this life or the next life. And basically, those are my views. If you guys have anything to comment about, do it below, but please be respectful and please be kind about other people's views. I don't want any arguments in the comments. And yeah, blessed be. Bye, guys.